All right, what is up, YouTube? We're back once again. So today we're gonna go ahead and just show profits. I know I haven't posted a video in a while, but we're just gonna show profits, for the portfolio. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So remember, we started off with a $200,000 portfolio, simulated trading. Now we're at 210. Now we're gonna look at the profits. I'm gonna go ahead and close a position out that I did extremely well, which is iRobot. As you see, we're up about $1,900, almost $2,000 on iRobot. We see that it's going right back up to $70. The reason that I bought iRobot is simply just because the stock was oversold. And when I say oversold, that just means that the stock was experiencing a lot of overselling or a lot of overheating selling. So the stock was pretty much down 30%. So you get a sense of what I'm saying when I say it's oversold. So people dumping the stock just about 30%. So we can go ahead and just close that position out. So the stock, I think it goes back up to maybe 71 70 dollars before we start to see a true test to see if the stock is actually going to go right back on track. But we're going to go ahead and just dump profits a little bit, we're going to dump profits a little bit early, and we're going to go ahead and get to this next trade that I think will be super good for us. So we have about 300 shares of iRobot. We go ahead and close this position out. So we have about 300 shares. We're going to close that out with a market order. We bought shares. Let's see if we can actually get a where do we actually enter in on iRobot? I think it was around the $60 mark, or maybe 61 or 62. But I know iRobot did give us, somewhat of a hard time, because after we bought it, the stock went down a little bit. So let's see if we can find what we're looking for here. Let's see, working orders, fill orders. So we have iRobot here. I'm not sure why it's not showing it. Yeah, we bought it right around $60. That's pretty much where it was at. Let's see. At 66. I wish it was less complicated than this to actually just show you where you bought it at and sold it. Sort of like a Robin Hood. But we're not going to trip on that. So what I sold that is for Walmart. So we check out Walmart. It's around 92. We see the support, or where the stock last gapped up at, was around 92, 92-ish, low 92-ish. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in right there. The last time the stock gapped up was around 91, 93, or maybe you can look at that. I know I zoomed in on it earlier on my other account, and I seen it was like 92.04. So somewhere around this area, this is where we're going to go ahead and just buy the stock at right now, just because it seems really good, and just because I think this thing will go back up to 100 pretty soon. As you know, the Amazon effect is definitely hard on a lot of the retail stocks. So we just got filled at $92. So that's that's at the low end of where the stock is trading at now. But like I said, when you work with those bigger accounts, you're not going to get filled for the real-time quote. You might get filled for a price higher or a price lower. So basically what happened with Walmart is that Walmart did really good on in-store sales, but online is where they were actually losing. So as you know, online sales, that's more of an Amazon type of sector. So Amazon is still showing us why, while they are still putting pressure on a lot of these companies' necks. So let's go back to the activity and positions. So we have the CBOE. This actually rebounded, but I would say we were early on the rebound. So let's go to the CBOE chart. CBOE was like an actual, it would have been a really good profitable situation. It bottomed at $96, and ran back up to, I think was around, yeah, right around 118. So they probably did over $20 a share just buying it at the bottom, but nobody really predicts the bottom or has, a clue where the bottom is. We can just tell you where the sellers or buyers are. So right around this area was, where it's telling you to buy. If you'd have bought right here in this area, you'd have made a lot of money going back up. We got the Berkshire Hathaway, which is long-term, Apple long-term, iRobot, we just sold that. Procter & Gamble, I bought that just because the stock was oversold, but it looks like Procter & Gamble starting to even out right here, this $80 range. It looks like people are okay with Procter & Gamble being around $80 to $81. So we might look to dump that position and take the loss on that one, just dump that position. We got Starbucks. I'm going to just go ahead and dump Starbucks just because I really don't want that stock. It's slow growth, and, we're in it to buy stocks are gonna, that's gonna help us out in our portfolio. So I'm gonna just dump 100 shares of Starbucks. I'm gonna put that for a market order or open market order, and went ahead and dumped our Starbucks. So we're completely out of that position. Like I said, we got Walmart. Our average price is $92, 92 flat actually. And with ExxonMobil, a lot of the gas and oil stocks are kind of getting hit. We see ExxonMobil is still heavily oversold. ExxonMobil actually went to $73. Didn't really know that, but you see it now. So the stock is still oversold, but it kind of brings it to question: what do you think oil goes from here? So when I say, what do you think oil goes from here? So if oil goes to $66 again, or maybe oil goes to 65, that's going to see a huge price swing in ExxonMobil. But right now, since gas or oil is right there at the $61 level, this is why you see ExxonMobil chilling right here. And also it has something to do heavily with that report or how they reported on that quarter. So right now, we're just going to chill on our profits and we're going to chill on our trades. So that way we just go ahead, open up a swing trade on Walmart, see what that does for a couple of days. I'll go ahead and post a video of me selling those profits. But iRobot was definitely a perfect one to actually buy. So that was like an easy buy. We got the triple Qs here. This was another easy buy. I got somewhere at the exact bottom. I bought 124, about 132, and then sold it back at 163-ish. So it was a pretty good profitable trade. I did about 20% on that. So with Walmart, I'm hoping to do, not 20%, maybe less than 10 or somewhere around that 10% area, but it's just for a quick trade right then and there. So that's all I have for you guys. I just want to show you, I just want to show you a video of me actually taking profits here. So, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Take care.